We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Thunder and the Cobras. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Billy Gore will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Cannon. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
English over to his left, makes the play, 1 away.
Batting second, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Digging in, Saul Worthing. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Worthing is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
And the pitch on 2-1. Scott Franchise is on deck. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 pitch. Breezes him, a strikeout looking. Digging in now, Scott Franchise, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
And that misses, 1-1. Chopped to third. High hop, and he barehands it. Got him. Antoine Fong, a Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this ought to be fun to watch in this one here today. A guy with over 2,000 career strikeouts. Think about it. He knows how to get swings and misses, and he knows how to paint the corners. Hopefully he'll bring some of that in this one here, and he should be fun to watch.
Coming to the plate now, Mark Lacey. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Mickey.
At the plate, Sean McKee. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And there's ball one. McKee is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. High and deep to straightaway right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting third, the second baseman, Greg English.
Stepping into the box, Greg English. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Pitch on the way.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
To short. He's got it. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. At the plate, Mike Hayes, a winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for NL catchers.
Mike Hayes.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Heater gets turned around.
In now, Randall Mad Dog sends that one out of play for strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in a big part of the field.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Stepping in now, Michael Lopez pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. English backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The third baseman, Adrian.
Settling in now, Adrian Esparza. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First offering on its way.
Ball. Ball one, no strike. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two.
Came with a circle change 2-0, but he can't make contact. 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
And this will be fouled away.
Now, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And another foul ball. 2-2 one more time. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Riding in, Taylor comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
The 1-0 is outside for a ball. Taylor, a 32-year-old veteran. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. 3-0 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Sinker gets the outside for a strike. It's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Fouled away. He could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Digging in, Kevin Landry, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. First pitch of the at-bat. They're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Into the box now, Brad Benton. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now the pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Andrew Arellano. Now the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And it's fouled away. And that misses. 2-1. 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
3-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, right here, anytime a leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of it.
Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. Standing in now, Antoine Fong, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Arellano gets his lead at first, nobody out. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
Bases are empty. 1 man in. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter number 22, second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Ready for another chance? Brian Cannon 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Third inning, no score to this point. That evens it up. 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 home.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Now to the plate, Howie Robinson, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. At the plate, Buford Christian, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The pitcher, Billy Gore.
Into the box, Billy Gore. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now the 2-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Saul Worthing. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on to get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Digging in to try it again, Scott Franchise. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Here it comes on 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Set to deal on 2-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
At the plate now, Mike Hayes. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. Wind up and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mark Lacy back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here it comes. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
The right fielder, number 19, Mickey.
So now to the plate, Sean McKee, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. Nobody out, runner on first. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And the sinker runs too low here as he loses him. It's ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Riding in once again, Greg English. First delivery to him on the way. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
Hey, two options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
None out, runners at first and second. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Here's strike two as it catches the outside corner.
1-2.
The 1-2 on the ground to the left side, and that's through into left, a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Into the box, Paul Taylor, and this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 0-1 delivery.
1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs than this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Landry.
In now, Kevin Landry, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 1-1. First and second now, 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
To the plate now, Brad Benton, as he lifts it in the air to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We played 4 full. Mississippi is out in front here, 1-0. Stepping into the box, Randall Mad Dog. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
Looking at his career totals, Mad Dog hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this fifth inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. The 3-1. Swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Lopez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Adrian Esparza.
At the plate, Adrian Esparza, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity for them to break through. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
The 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Into the box now, Andrew Arellano, as he puts it on the ground to third. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow!
Now back, number 1.
So here now's the pitcher, Antoine Fong, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
0-1.
Second and third, 2 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Howie Robinson.
Howie.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. slow roller down the third baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back. 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Stepping in now, Buford Christian, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
So now to the plate, Billy Gore. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Brian Hannon. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the third baseline. On it goes right through him into left field. Throw into second. And he is in there. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Standing in now, Saul Worthing. He grounds it sharply to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Wow, I'm not sure how, but it looks like he didn't even touch this thing. Might have been thinking about throwing the ball before he actually caught it. The game moves fast, but you have to do one thing at a time.
Digging in once again, Scott Franchise, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming, here it is. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. From the stretch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Reined in. to second for one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Yeah, and that credit the batter for busting out of the box and hustling down the line instead of getting mad at himself for rolling over on a ground ball. It's little things like that that can change the whole game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Hayes. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Nope.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. First home run of the campaign for him. And with it, they've leapt in front now, 3-1. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Plate now, Randall Mad Dog. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
3 runs already home here. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
He loses him on ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Jeremy Kilpatrick will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Kilpatrick.
Michael Lopez will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the stretch.
That's a ball. Counts 1-0.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swung on and missed, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch, and this one gets away. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Still only one out in the inning. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Adrian Esparza, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, 1 count and the pitch. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Digging in, Andrew Arellano. First things first, here's a throw over. Don't want to forget about it. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike called, now the throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mark Lacey. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First offering on its way.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And 2 strikes.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. Man, this guy is a blur on the base pass, Dan.
He was really motoring around the bases. I think he had every intention of stretching that one into a triple. He definitely has the wheels, but the ball bouncing over for an automatic double put an end to any of those kind of thoughts.
Scooped up, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Greg English.
Into the box now, Greg English. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Chopper down the third baseline, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Paul Taylor.
Now at the plate, Paul Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Sixth inning. 4-1 is our score. Bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Now in the box, Andrew Arellano. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the seventh. Here's the first pitch to him. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Ball and 2 strikes now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Lying toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
Into the box now, Antoine Fong, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. We're in the seventh now, 4-1 our score to this point. On it's Taylor made to short, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Now that second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brian Cannon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Leading off the inning, Kevin Landry, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The catcher, Kevin Landry.
First pitch coming, here it is. Late that time for a strike. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy. To the plate now, Brad Benton.
As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. One out, nobody on. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled away. He struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Howie Robinson. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. No hits to this point. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now the pitch. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground toward the left. Reined in. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Gunter is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Michael Wright will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Saul Worthing. Here comes the first pitch.
That's inside.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
In now, Scott Franchise. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Robinson is there. 2 gone. We'll stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
8th inning. 4-1 is our score. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Tennessee is out in front 4-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Buford Christian. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a missed drag bunt attempt for a strike. And it's fouled away. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Baseman number 4, Michael Wright.
Stepping up now, Michael Wright, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the pitch. Ball 1. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Roll, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. Solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year as the lead is cut to 4-2 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Quentin Walls answers the call now, looking to get this one on to the 9th inning without any trouble. Stepping in now, Mark Lacey, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
The 2-1.
Oh, that's kicked out.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. Hit hard to the right. Foul. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Standing in, Sean McKee. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. For the first pitch, a check at first. From the stretch.
Oh, that's inside.
Runners on first with 1 down. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Swung on, missed. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Yep, 3-1.
Greg English, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Set. Here's the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Standing in now, Greg English. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
Well, on the mound, he hasn't looked comfortable since the moment he came in out of the pen. Just not fluid with his delivery at all.
Second and third here, 1 man out. And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1. Misses. 3-1 now.
Got a good spot to be in right now. Pitchers fall behind in the count. With a guy up, it hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-1. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that can happen. Force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Edwin Miles will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 45.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul Taylor. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. From the belt, kicks and deals. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in. You want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1. Ryan Greenberg enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Your attention, please. Now, Ryan Greenberg.
Standing in, Kevin Landry. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Grounder down the line at third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. 2-2. Here it is. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 9th inning coming up. The Thunder on top 4-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. David Harris come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Jacob Sellers is into the ballgame as well as a part of that aforementioned double switch, as he'll take over in the number 6 spot in the lineup. Jason McIntosh will come on defensively now as he takes over at second. Striding in to start the 9th, Randall Mad Dog, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Mad Dog is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Harris, a native of the state of Delaware. He was an 8th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Michael Lopez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. That's a changeup off the mark, and it's 3-0. Adrian Esparza is on deck. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. So striding forward now, Adrian Esparza will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. The 1-0 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robinson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The left fielder, number 99, Andrew Arellano.
Digging in and looking for more, Andrew Arellano. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
One strike.
Runner on first with 2 away. Three and 1.
That ball went out.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Here's a look over to first. Just keeping him close. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Milton Otto will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Two men are on with 2 men out. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The set and the 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Guy Eaton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Leading off the inning, Jacob Sellers, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First delivery to him on the way.
Woo, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right, and it's a base hit. And just like that, the potential tying run is aboard here to start the home half of the 9th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
In now, Howie Robinson, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Away the 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-back.
At the plate now, Buford Christian look at ball one. He's got the potential time run at third, the winning run at second base. Now the 1-0.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Ball three. Set. Here's the 3-0. And there's ball four. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here. Michael Wright will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ballgame. First offering on its way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Swung on and chopped down the line at third.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now one away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Mark Lacey comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1.
Yep, 1-1.
Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Tag not in time. And we are tied here in the bottom of the ninth.
That was a really good at bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Here's the first pitch. Sean McKee is in with two away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out from the bullpen now. The 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and one. Here it is. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
So digging in with a chance to win it here, Jason McIntosh, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Big spot here. Possible winning run at third, 2 down. it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 2-1.
That's ball 3.
Gotta love the late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
The 3-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Hit back up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the 9th as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 4-4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ed Robinson takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Now pitching and batting in the first, number 22, Ed Robinson. Now playing second and batting
We are into extra innings, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Brian Cannon. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
So now to the plate, Saul Worthing trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. One there, relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Ready once again, Scott Franchise. It's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Runner's back. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Chopper foul. The 1-1 pitch. A pitch out. The throw. Bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there. It's a tall task to throw him out skating it back, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
The set and the 2-1. 2-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Just hung in there on that one. The set and the 2-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Jason Blake comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Taylor. First offering on its way.
One ball, one strike.
1-1. There's an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Blake, a native of Tennessee, he's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Now the 2-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Into the box now, Glenn Suarez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Jacob Sellers. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the wind, the 0-1. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Scooped up. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. It'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Hayes. He'll kick things off here in the 11th. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's one down now.
Now back, the first baseman, Randall Magdal.
So digging in now, Randall Mad Dog. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
One out, nobody on. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Nipped the corner, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Michael Lopez is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. He's set and the pitch.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Two and two. Here it is.
Can't lose, ball.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So they breeze through this half of the inning. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 4-4. Now at the plate, Howie Robinson. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
The center fielder, Howie Robinson.
First offering on its way. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Line drive to left. Arellano has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. He thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Ready now, Buford Christian. Pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 4, Michael Wright.
Now batting, Michael Wright. First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. And it's 1-2.
What a well-executed sinker right there. There's really nothing you can do with that pitch. You're either burying it into the ground or fouling it off your shin.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. On to the 12th frame in this one. And next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Adrian Esparza. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Throw down to first, 1 away. Programming note to pass along here. Due to the length of our ball game tonight, the Jody Kelsey show will not be seen this evening, so that we can bring you the conclusion of this ball game. Doggone. Now at the plate, Andrew Arellano. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1, no strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to third. Throw, got him! And I'm going to tell you, that is an incredible play.
Great reaction to that, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course, he did that too.
Kevin Esslinger will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Still 1 run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. And we are tied 4-4. Bobby Tyrone will be summoned here to start the home 12th, and the best case scenario for him is to take us to the 13th. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Mark Lacey. Earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First delivery to him on the way.
Outside, that's the ball.
Change up low, 2-0. Now the pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. And not in time, so there you go. The possible winning run is on to lead off the inning.
Hey, that's perfect execution of getting a bunt down for a single right there. Taking everything into account, all the variables. He saw the corners were a little pushed back, and he knew his job was to get on base and pass the baton. And now he sets up the boys as the possible winning run.
Standing in now, Sean McKee. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. The winning run is at first base. The 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. There's one. Back to first. It's a double play. And the prospect of more baseball looms on the horizon. There are two away now.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
C.J. Dunn will grab a bat to pinch hit here, and you wonder if he'll be swinging for the downs, trying to walk off with a victory. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. All even now, 2-2. Even at 2-2. The pitch. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Take a quick walk to keep the blood circulating. 13th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Dean Buck takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning. 13th inning ready to begin, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brian Cannon. First offering on its way. And he takes ball one. Buck is an absolute flamethrower, of course. You don't have to watch him long before that radar gun really pops and catches your eye.
This is what we're looking for in today's game. We're looking for velocity, and this guy is V-E-L-O, velo. Lights up a radar gun, and he can hit triple digits, and that's one of the reasons why everybody likes to watch this guy throw.
Hit out towards second, and that'll get through into center, so there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
In now, Saul Worthing, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The right fielder, number 16, Scott Franchise.
At the plate, Scott Franchise. And he puts it on the ground to second. Step on the bag for one. On to first, a double play.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Mike Hayes. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around it. Here's the first pitch. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Come set, the 0-1.
1-0.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Swung on and chopped toward the hole. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the inning, and we are tied 4-4. Striding into the box, Paul Taylor.
Mississippi, the third baseman, Paul Taylor.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now back, the second baseman, Glenn Suarez.
So coming to the plate, Glenn Suarez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team. I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
Now at the plate, Jacob Sellers has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back onto you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
The 0-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. And he misses there, 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over some.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the slurve that time, and there are 2 down. So stepping in, Howie Robinson. Here's the first pitch. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Arellano is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Hang in as long as you can. Another inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. So striding in, Randall Mad Dog.
For Tennessee, the first baseman, Randall Mad Dog.
Set, here it comes. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. This is foul for the first strike. Oh, 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. And the pitch. Lays off 2-2 now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Full count, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Payoff pitch home. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Robinson is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
The back, Michael Lopez.
Stepping in, Michael Lopez. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Line to the right side. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
First baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Digging in the switch hitter, Adrian Esparza, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike. And he misses with it, 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Count is 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball well outside. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Checking in, Buford Christian.
For the Cobras, the left fielder, Buford Christian.
First offering on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Fouled off. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2. A swing, and he missed on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
At the plate now, Michael Wright, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch skied into very shallow right. Franchise in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Mark Lacey.
Coming to the plate now, Mark Lacey. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
And he misses again. 2-0. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
3-0. Here it is. Line toward right center. Worthing is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Digging in, Andrew Arellano. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
The left fielder, Andrew Arellano.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1 pitch. Hit to short. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's at number 1. Hal Hale will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
3-0 pitch. It is in there for strike 1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Full count now, 3-2.
Not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on it. And again a throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. Into the box now, Brian Hannon popped him up right in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now back, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Digging in now, Saul Worthing. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. The kid, Hale, gets to pitch in this one after all, as he answers the call in the 15th inning. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Sean McKee.
The right fielder, Sean.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, what a stop. Got him. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Dean Buck. First pitch of the at-bat. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Third baseman, number 3.
Coming to the plate now, Paul Taylor. No hits in 5 tries so far, but he does have an RBI. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a soft liner, And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
A check on that winning run at first, and he's back standing. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, and he'll dive back in safely. So now to the plate, Glenn Suarez, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. The 1-0. He's running. Strike taken to throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Stepping into the box, Scott Franchise, still looking for his first hit here. He's 0 for 6. From the stretch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
At the plate, Mike Hayes. Here's the first pitch.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
That's wide, 2-0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work. And there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Now the 2-0. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Pulled toward right center field. Robinson will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Randall Mad Dog.
Settling in now, Randall Mad Dog. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Great curveball there, really fooled him with that one.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner in first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And another throw over. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Swing hard liner to left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
The batter, number 8,
Jason Lee has waited a long time, but he'll come on to work in the 16th inning.
Jason Lee.
To the plate now, Michael Lopez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Heading out towards shallow right. McKee is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. But they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Adrian Esparza.
At the plate, Adrian Esparza. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
The 0-1 offering. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Two down, runners at first and second. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in, Glenn Suarez.
For the Cobras, the second baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Ready with the 0-2.
Nope.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
3-2 now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
fouls this one off. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Striding in, Jacob Sellers. Here's the first pitch. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee. Try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The center fielder, number 12.
Into the box now, Howie Robinson. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. The 0-1 fouled away. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Now the 1-2 pitch.
That's bolted.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
In now, Buford Christian, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In his career, Christian has over 200 career home runs, so he's certainly capable of leaving the yard in this big spot here.
Oh, yeah, Matty, absolutely. Right man, right time. He's been there, done that, hit a bunch of home runs in his career, and he'd set something nice for him.
Again, another foul ball. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Will play as long as it takes. Still tied on MLB Network. Ready for another chance? Andrew Arellano.
Andrew Arellano.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1.
One count. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Corey Esparza move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch.
Ball after the out.
Two balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
The batter number 22.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
At the plate, Brian Cannon. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. That's in there for his strike 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Now the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Stepping in now, Saul Worthing. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the inning. And we are tied 4-4. Eric Mensch will likely be the last to join this ball game as he'll take the ball in the 17th inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Michael Wright. Now here's the pitch. Bounce it to the left side. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Mark Lacy.
Into the box, Mark Lacy. They'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Worthing is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now back, the right fielder, John McKee.
Now to the plate, Sean McKee. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
That's wide, 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. Bond will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Saul Worthing.
Saul Worthing.
First pitch of the at-bat. windup and the 0-1. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
3-1. Fly ball out to right field. McKee is there, and he has it for the out.
The right fielder, number 16, Scott Franchise.
Digging in to try it again. Scott Franchise looking to finally get into the hit column here. No luck in 6 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1. Look out, 1-1.
1 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up, and this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Christian is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
Striding in once again, Mike Hayes. First pitch on its way. Towards second. And this is taken for the out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, James Bond. And with absolutely no bullpen arms left, this is going to be their guy until the game is over or until they decide to roll some position players out there on the mound.
Obviously, this is never a position you want to find yourself in as a manager, Matt, but it does happen from time to time, and maybe I should start getting that old shoulder loosened up.
2-0 now.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting the take sign on right here.
2-0 count, the pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in early.
3-0.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Swing and a ground ball to third. but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. To first. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Third baseman, number 3, Paul Taylor.
Stepping into the box, Paul Taylor. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0. No strikes.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in his zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
The 2-0 on the way. Bends into the zone for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Bases are empty, one man out. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
At the plate, Glenn Suarez. This he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Flying toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball to the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hand.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Hang with us, folks. We'll keep going till we get a winner, and we are tied 4-4. New inning set to get underway. And here comes the first baseman, Randall Mad Dog. Now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Fouled away. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
2-2.
Will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, Theo, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Into the box, Michael Lopez. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. 2 hits in 6 tries for him thus far. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Wright is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now back, first baseman, Adrian.
Stepping up to the plate, Adrian Esparza. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The left fielder is a 99. Andrew.
Digging in, Andrew Arellano. Indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 36.
So here now is the pitcher, Eric Mensch. Here's the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. One and one. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Robinson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Digging in once again, Howie Robinson.
For Mississippi, the center fielder, Howie.
Here comes the first pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Now at the plate, Buford Christian. Here's the first pitch to him. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. 1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. This one's down to third. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and it's still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. Into the box now, Michael Wright. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
Pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2. Strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Hang in as long as you can. Another inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. In now, Brian Hannon.
Leading off for Tennessee, the second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
That pitcher's got to be shaking his head right now. You got to tip your cap right there. I'm still always impressed when offensive players are able to come out of the zone and still be able to make hard contact.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. At the plate now, Saul Worthing trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Stepping up now, Scott Franchise. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
First and second here with nobody out. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And this one's in the dirt. Throw to third, and he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Hit on a line, and this one's into center field. That's a base hit. And both runners are in to score now as they'll take charge here at 6-4.
Boy, we thought this one was going to go way into the night. That is a big base hit here in extra innings to give them the lead by 2.
Yeah, Dan, you know as well as I do. It gets to the extra innings. Everybody tries to go deep and end it with one swing and a bat. That's a nice job to stay within himself and drive any pair.
So now to the plate, Mike Hayes, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Ready with the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box now, Randall Mad Dog, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Mad Dog is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
Ball
3-0. Michael Lopez is on deck. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now in the box, Michael Lopez. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
This is one of the big consequences of playing into extra innings. It's really taxing on your bullpen, and sometimes guys like this have to throw a lot more pitches than they're used to.
A 1 pitch on its way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. You just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
One and one, here it comes. This is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone. And then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Standing in now, Adrian Esparza, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 0-1 on its way. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
2-2. And he strikes out again. And that's the 5th time he's punched out today. This has certainly not been his game.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
At the plate, Andrew Arellano lifted down the line in left. Christian is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. And now this crowd finds their club behind the 8 ball here, as they don't want to wind up on the losing end of this thing. Tennessee is on top 7-4. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Mark Lacy. First delivery to him on the way.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Ball 1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking deep.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 19, John McKee.
Standing in, Sean McKee. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A great pitch there, as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, James Bond. Outfield comes way in here, the first pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. This ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Thunder have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
What? What time is it? Where am I? Oh, man, it's over? Man, I thought this game was never going to end, but it did. And anytime you can win a marathon game like that, it feels awfully good.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Thunder get the win after banging out 16 total hits. Eric Mensch gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team, 7 runs on 16 hits. No errors, they left 15 runners on base. For the home team, 4 runs on 10 hits. 1 error, they left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
I